would you do when your loved ones need a kidney transplant? And maybe not one, maybe two or three, okay? So, and Big J had this problem because his son had a kidney cancer, okay? In order to solve this problem, he did unspeakable things, okay? And then he basically had a surgeon, had a live organ harvesting, had many people died in order to actually providing the organ sources to his son. However, in order to hide the crime, they have to brought down the plane because on the plane, there are witnesses, there are those surgeons' family members. Because, oh, I forgot to mention, because after the surgeons performed the operation, the transplant operation on his son, they been suicide. They've been jumping off the balcony, and we actually heard what Miles was said last show, so I'm not going to replay it in all the words that he said, if you still recall. So in order to avoid the public getting to know the truth, they have to basically disappear everything, everybody, even including the police officer, was actually trying to deport them from Malaysia and persuading them, taking them back to China. The entire basically group is vanished, you know, with the plane MH370. But afterwards, that's very strange because if you go onto The Guardian, there are reports about what happened in terms of the MH370's family. They're trying to hold a vigil, they're trying to grieve in group because they have, you know, similar encounters. So they're trying to comfort each other. But there are two reports, they're 8 years old because this is happening in 2014. 2015, 1 year anniversary at that time, people gather. So some family members say that the authority has begun to treat them like a dissidents, okay? In July, police detained about 30 family members, including 2 young children, for attempting to sleep at MH370 Relative Support Center. Dai said, despite permission from center staff to do so, at least 2 family members was beaten in detention, she said. Okay, and then the next paragraph, the report mentioned the victims of perceived injustice in China have few formal channels to air their grievances. The country's media and courts are controlled by the CCP. There are few civil society groups, and so many family members of the Chinese passengers have turned to protest, online posts, and uncensored foreign media to make themselves heard.